Hold on.
Welcome to another episode of Two Ales and Hockey Tales with Wally. And today I am so excited to have on a 39-year-old from Rochester, Minnesota, a USHL champion, an ECHL All-Star, an Italian Cup champion, a staple of the Colorado College Tigers and Vail Yetis. But he's best known for Oktoberfest for the Straubing Tigers as a Lynx for Tiger.
You gotta be bullshitting me with that.
Welcome to the podcast, Andy Canzanello. I think
go fuck yourself.
You're
the don't judge. Oh fuck, Wally. You are one of the.
Have you been warming up too much today?
Hey, I've had a couple beers. That's okay, But you shouldn't give me anything. You're one of the best guys. Look at this guy have a pint.
I haven't seen you since 2008, 7.
Oh man, dude, I remember when we were doing Saved by the Bell shit. Remember that?
No.
When you came over to my place in Germany and we were doing Saved by the Bell episodes. And I was like,
we were watching them?
Oh, we were. And you were like,
I know Saved by the Bell.
Oh, dude, I was stressed. You were like, I think I know more about Saved by the Bell than you. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. You are fucking good shit.
Oh, well, thanks, Kanzi. It's great to see you, buddy. I've missed you. I get into how we know each other at the start, which is you were the nice guy in the AHL. You were like one of the only nice guys that, like, my first practice, you were like, hey man, do you want to go out for lunch? And you know how to get to my heart. You took me to Qdoba.
You're thin though, man. Look at you right now.
Man, that's the other part is I bet you the two of us combined for two of the ugliest bodies in professional hockey.
Oh. I would put this on the table that I probably put the most weight on every year.
Who's in the background? Somebody's having a laugh.
My friends are here laughing. My friends are here laughing. And I put the most weight on. I got the worst body alive.
You think it's worse than mine?
Oh, you're shredded.
Do you remember when I went to the AHL and they were like, we don't want you, you're fat?
Oh, dude, I got that all the time. They're like, who is this guy? He's disgusting.
People wouldn't believe me when I'd say I was a hockey player.
Oh, I never even. God, you're the best. You are the best, buddy.
No, buddy, your body is the best.
I have the worst body alive. People would look at me and be like,
I think your wife thinks you're sexy. Your wife thinks you're sexy.
Hey, that's all that matters, Yeah, all the gals are barreling for this. They think, oh, I'm disgusting.
So how's your weight struggles been after hockey?
They're aggressive, Budweiser's, I blame it on the
we're a Bayfield Brewing Company podcast. I'm sipping on a hazy sunset. Is it good? Oh, it's the best beers around, buddy. And I'm getting in shape by drinking beers and potting. I've lost like 15 pounds drinking beers.
You look good, man. I'm happy for you.
Well, thanks, buddy. You look good too, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Other ways we know each other though is after we played together in Syracuse and you were my buddy on the team. We did everything together. Then we both go to Germany. I go late in I guess it's September I go, and the team takes me to Oktoberfest my first week. And who do I run into?
Hopefully not me.
Oh yeah. You remember that day? We got all tangled up.
I was fucking half cocked, but yeah, I remember it.
Oh yeah, that was my first week in Germany, and running into you at Oktoberfest, man, it changed. I was so excited then that I actually saw someone I knew, and we got all tangled up, I think.
Oh, fuck?
I had some balance issues on the bus ride back in front of the new teammates.
Hey, I think I puked on the bus ride home. Like, it was great. Like,
Oh,
I think my owners on the bus were they're like, "Oh, Canzanello is fucked up," and I was like, "Yeah, I think I barfed all over these people, but I don't give a fuck," you know.
I was
great.
living at the GM's place, and the team never let me go there. I stayed at Rich Branilla's house because we got all tangled up there at Oktoberfest. That was a fun day.
That's awesome, man. I'm so yeah. I remember that a little bit. I don't remember much, but
yeah, it was a good day.
Man, I spent it that day. You know, like it's Oktoberfest. You got to go and appreciate. Like, I don't know, like the people that understand about going to Europe and playing hockey over there. It's about having fun. It's
You're right.
You know, you meet people, you see people, and it's you make a little bit of money, but it's a good time. Like, overall.
Yeah, and you were there a long time, and yeah, I know. So yeah, that was
you talked about. Man.
We talked about Saved by the Bell, but yeah, the other thing is we had the wife and I came and had a sleepover with you in Straubing.
Straubing's a great place. Straubing is it. My daughter was born there. Like it's an incredible place. People take care of you. Like German hockey. You look at how many good players come from all over the world, and hockey is, I mean, it can be from anybody, you know. It's a good place, and I recommend if you like. I don't know. I live up in Colorado in Vail, and like people are really intense about hockey and skiing and whatever else. It's like, hey, go have a good time.
Relax.
Like,
yeah.
Go have a good time. Like it's
yeah,
perfect.
And that's how we always had the same outlook on I guess life. We both enjoyed having a good time.
Yeah, no, I mean I like to have a good time, and you know, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. If as long as you're happy, like you can do
they
whatever.
Must have loved you there. Eh? You were there 8 years.
Oh fuck! I was kicked out every year. No, I just like what were those called? Amanos, when you gotta get like when you're fired. I got a bunch of them all the time because I was like parking my car bad or doing this or doing that, and I was just like, I enjoyed it. You know, like it's a good place. You were a fucking good player, man. You scored what, like 30 goals at Western?
Oh, not 30. I did all right in college, but then when I went to Syracuse, I really never played. I sucked when I went to Syracuse.
No, you didn't. You were a fucking. Didn't you fight some guy?
I did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was a fourth line grinder, man. I was mucking it up out there.
I did that shit too. Fucking penis league, you know.
I went out there and I was like, "You want thunder or you want lightning?"
There it is, and he's having a pint. I did that shit. You were a fucking good hockey player, man.
How many over under? How many beers did you have today?
About 12. You?
Me, I haven't had any yet. I was saving up for tonight, buddy. No,
about 12.
As the host, you can't warm up too much. You know, you gotta be on your toes.
Why is that?
I don't know. No, it's a long weekend here, so I can sleep in tomorrow.
Where do you live now? You up in Ontario?
Yeah, I'm in Kincardine, Ontario, right on Lake Huron. So across the lake would be Michigan. God, so we're close to Lisa's family somewhat, and the borders are opening, so the wife's going to get to see her family here soon.
Good,
so that's a big step.
Good.
Yeah. Good. So you're in Vail, Colorado?
Yeah, it's a little ski town. It's nice there.
So that's the question: is where and what are you doing now? Do you work?
A little bit here and there. Everyone laughs. A little bit here and there. You know, I own a logistics company.
You own a logistics company?
Yeah, it's called 106 West.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I studied economics, so I got to be like somewhat smart, right? I don't think so.
So when did you start that?
Oh, like 5 years ago when I retired from hockey.
So how many people you got?
I got what do we got? 5, 6? I don't know. Like a couple vans, some trucks. We just drive shit around, you know. It's great. Like.
Oh man.
Oh, Wally. Sorry, I've had too many beers today.
That's okay, buddy. Hey, I just want you to be yourself on here. This is great.
Yeah, you know what? This is me. If someone judges me, it's okay.
That's right. That's right. So then
that's
what
it.
you're doing. You're a logistics guy. That sounds
I'm a logistics guy. I don't even know what that means, but like I'm trying to figure that out, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah. You got to be interested, you know? Like, oh, rush in your eye, dude. You look good, man. Yeah, no,
you got a daughter too, you said.
Oh yeah, no. I'm trying. Oh, okay, I'll be serious. So yeah, I got a daughter that's almost 7, and I got a son that's almost 5, and they ski, and it's great, man. It's a great place to like raise kids. Like
I
in the
think I
mountains.
remember when you bought that place. Did you buy that place like back when we were in like Syracuse?
Yeah, I did in a few places, but that's okay. Like we don't want to talk about real estate. That's not
okay.
Yeah, we what? Oh my god, my wife is just dying because she knows how pickled I am.
Oh, don't worry, nobody can tell.
Hey, Wally, dude. Oh, you're the best.
And welcome to 37 Ales and Hockey Tales.
Hey! This is time to have beers and hang out with the boys.
And that's exactly all we're doing, man.
That's it. And I am who I am, you know.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I played golf yesterday with like a bunch of guys. Played at Cordillera, like a fancy little club, like with I don't know, Statsley and Lyles and all these guys that sell real estate. Yeah, I better be careful. You know, but it was fun, man. It was a good time. And
so how's your golf game? Can you still get around on the ball with that milk bag of a ball?
God no, dude, no. Wally, I didn't even finish like we played 9 holes. We were supposed to play 18 holes. I played 9 and I didn't even finish like 8 of them. I was like, I'm done. I didn't even put a ball. These guys are scratch. Like these guys, they were turkeys. Like they were like three birdies in a row. And I'm like,
I think turkey's bowling, dude.
We did that, but
hey, by the way, the guy in the background is great for my confidence. Great for my confidence. Thank you, sir.
No, they were like turkey, and I'm like, what's that mean? They're like, oh yeah, we had 3 birdies in a row, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Like,
I've never heard 3 birdies in a row. People can do that.
John Michael Lyles can. True story. It was impressive, man. I was like,
that guy in college hockey was really impressive. I remember we'd dump it in and he'd just he'd skate through our whole team and then set up the guy backdoor.
Oh, he was a player. He's a player. Like he is a player.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a player.
He's probably the best one of the best college players I played against, him and Kunitz.
Without a doubt.
Which is, I still don't know. So I was going to say, you played at Colorado College and 2 guys won the Hobie. And one year the guy won it over Kunitz. And I thought that was a big load of horse manure. Sorry for burping in the mic.
That's okay. What Peter Sena like was my roommate. Like he was a good dude. That guy.
He was good. Yeah.
He was a player. Look at his stats. I mean, that guy could. He was there. He could play. Always. But Peter Sena was a fucking player.
Oh, just a player, eh? You're right. He was good. But like playing against Kunitz, man, he had the same stats, but you also had to keep your head up because he might kill you and like just destroy you through the boards as well.
We would call him Synergy. Like, remember when like the Eastern Six came out and they had synergies?
Yeah.
We would call him Synergy. Like he was different. Like he could play. No, I don't understand. Like he could score from that. Man.
Okay, here's the real question the podcasters have been wondering. with your body type, how did you play at Colorado College within the elevation? Because I went there and I was sucking wind the whole weekend, man. How did you play there?
No way. You had a better body than me.
Oh, I don't know. I would say we were even there, but like Syracuse at least let you play. Syracuse didn't even let me go to the rookie camp because they said I was out of shape.
You had a better body than me. I'd look at you and I'd be like, "Oh, this guy's not bad." Like,
thank you.
He looks good.
But you remember I lost all the weight before the training camp? I had abs. It was the first time I'd ever seen them. Do you remember that?
I don't even know what an ab is. Like,
I know. I only saw it once. It was one summer when we went to Columbus training camp. The only NHL training camp I went to, I had an ab for.
Oh, yeah. No, but you I mean, yeah, no, we play a lot.
You don't even know what you're saying anymore. Okay.
I just look at you and I just love your face.
Okay. Tell me about minor hockey in Minnesota. Is that where you grew up? Rochester?
Yeah, a little bit. Like I grew up in Massachusetts, and then I lived in North Carolina where they had no hockey.
Seriously?
So yeah. I lived in Winston-Salem when I was a kid. So that's why I was playing soccer the other day.
Captain Ronnie.
I told you, I played soccer, and I was more of a soccer guy than hockey.
Your body does not scream soccer player.
You're dead right. You're dead right.
Like what position are you playing? You're not up and down the wing, are you?
Oh fuck! I did the other day.
I could see you being a savvy veteran in the midfield, eh? Just an old crafty veteran that doesn't have to move much.
Oh, Wally, you would love this. I am 215 pounds, and I ran up and down the wing in soccer the other day for Pepe's. It's an old guy that used to ski race here. He's got a soccer team. And so they were like, "Hey, I heard you like to play soccer. Like, can you please come and help us out?" And I was disgusting. They were like, "This guy is an absolute fucking mutant." Like running up and down the field. And I would just run and I locked legs with this who was it, like a Honduras guy or something? And I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. Like
I know I could not play soccer anymore. I don't know what you're trying to prove to yourself.
Run up and down the field, no.
I jogging's not even in my repertoire anymore.
Oh, you could.
Oh, bad knees, man. Bad knee. Yeah,
no way.
Can't do it. I'm a stationary bike type of a guy now.
Really? You actually ride a bike?
No, I have one.
I was like, you ride a bike?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I haven't really been working out enough.
Every once in a while. Your wife was a good soccer player, right?
Yeah, she was full ride D1. Her team won their league too at Western Michigan too. So yeah, they were way better than our hockey team. Way better than we were at hockey. That's for sure.
Talk about you a little bit. Like, tell me about
me. That's for after hours, dude. This is all about you today. And
hey, I'm starting to sober up here. Like, talk about your senior year. How many goals did you score?
I think it was 26.
Jesus, man.
I'm pretty sure the next guy on the team had 9.
You had 26 goals.
Yeah, well, the year I was up for the Hobie though was the junior year when I had 50 points, but it was your two teammates. Whoa. It was your teammate that beat me. Syracuse was the
Syracuse, Marty's good. Marty's a player.
Yeah, he was a quick little bugger, eh?
Yeah, he was
and he had that Sterling playing with him, eh?
Yeah. Brett Sterling could score goals. Like,
yeah, he was a roller hockey enthusiast like myself. We used to play against each other in roller hockey.
Roller daddy, we call him. Like, those guys could. You had 26 goals.
Yeah. And then I went to Syracuse, and me and Mike Scroy locked down the 4th line.
I think I was on that line with you. I think I've been on the line with you.
Oh yeah, no, it was that Syracuse time was the darkest hockey experience I've ever been a part of.
I remember looking around. I was just like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Oh, but you were the ray of sunshine in my life at that point because we did everything together. We would go to the mall together, watch movies. We went to Darcy Verreaux's and played some cards, right?
Darcy is one of the best. Like
he was on the pod, by the way. Oh yeah.
Nice. There's not a better human being. Like he's such a good role model and a good human, and his kids were great and his wife. I looked up to them a lot.
Yeah, no, I agree. When we would go over there and he like had a full family and everything, and we were like just out of college, you know, it was like, whoa, he's really grown up.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what's this stuff?
Now look at all the shit we got.
Yeah, no, I was dying. I'd be like, wait, you have kids? What does that mean?
Oh, I actually remember leaving Western Michigan when we'd have to drive to the practice rink, and I got in Ben Simon's truck, and there was like little kids' gloves and shoes, and I'm like, what the fuck is all this stuff?
Who are these people?
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm playing with a guy with children. Where the hell am I?
Yeah. Oh fuck. It's amazing. But I look up to those guys so much. Like they were really like Darcy and Ben and Pusher, and I mean those are like young. I was a kid, you know, like I wasn't a kid, I guess, but I was 21, 22, and
well, you were the one that mentored me, so thank you.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing.
It got me sent to the Daytona Beach Bombers pretty quick.
Daytona Beach, baby.
Yeah. I'll never forget. You would have been at this night. I got finally called up, and it was like getting called up. And Dayton asked for me back on the Sunday, and I was so pissed off that I got called up, and Dayton's asking for me back. I went out with you on the town because you guys had Sunday off. I was on the mechanical bull. I pulled my hamstring, and I still got second star Sunday afternoon in Dayton. So you can so that whole organization could go fly.
Yeah, you could play. You were a player. You were a really good hockey player, man. Like no one can score like you.
You're gonna make me puke.
Oh fuck, man! Like you could.
When I played with you, I was on the fourth line and got like 2 shifts a game. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I was joining you on that fourth line.
Dude, we were just rocking. We were prospects, weren't we?
No, I don't even know if I was a fucking nobody.
You know, like when our bodies walk in the AHL locker room, we just look a little different than the rest of those mutants, eh?
Yeah,
it's not fair.
They got right away. They were like, "Oh my god, this guy's disgusting. Get him out of here."
Yeah, it's just, you know, sometimes maybe it should be about the playing instead of how you look, right? And
it's the glue. Like you can bring a team together. That's the most important thing. Like it's no different than anything in life. Like you could bring people together. What you're doing right now. And it's you know, later on in life you realize that like you're doing a good thing. You're talking. I mean, I wouldn't talk to you unless
we had a podcast.
We
wouldn't have caught up if I wasn't doing this, right? Because it's been since 2008.
It's great, man. Like I absolutely keep doing what you're doing. It's
it's literally. It's the most fun I've had.
I appreciate that you even reached out to me, man. Like,
well, dude, honestly, the reason I reached out to you is because you were the nicest person I met in the AHL, and you were my best buddy then. And if we would have played together more, we would have been best buddies. We just never crossed paths again because you were, you know, all fancy pants in the DEL, and I'm just grinding away in the second league, you know, just working away.
There's no DEL or second league, man. Everyone's the same. Like we're gonna get participation medals too, or what?
I
would cuddle with you right now if I could. You're like you just bring me. You're such a good fucking heart. Like,
I am not cuddling with you. That was ridiculous. Don't ever say that again.
I would cuddle with you right now.
Stop it! You're freaking me out. Okay. Okay, stop it. Don't look at me like that. Don't even look at me like that. Don't even look at me like that.
Right now, you fucking son of a bitch. Like, there's no DL or second league or NHL or it's all the same.
You know what? When you're talking about owning a logistics company and you got trucks and you got cars and you're in Vail and people are skiing, you know what? I can't even get the kids skis to go skiing because it's just out of the price range because I was a second league German, you know? So maybe there is different leagues. Maybe there is different leagues while you're up there on your ski mountain there, eh?
Absolutely. Don't. Everyone, I'm not so.
And my confidence is right back up. Thank you, guy in the corner.
Hey, Wally.
Kill it, Wally.
Yeah, no. Don't you dare. Like, he's the best. My wife's listening. She's like, she loves this guy. I was like, he's the best. But no, absolutely not.
Anyone you know what, though? Your pictures you sent for your poster, I think were the best pictures sent for a poster yet. Like the one where you're sleeping on the shitter.
Oh, that's
legendary.
Oktoberfest, you know, like.
No, well, Oktoberfest can do that to the best of us, right?
Hey, that was Friday. That was on a Friday, not a Saturday.
Yeah, I do have an Oktoberfest story that I've never told on the pod. That
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Do you want to hear it?
I want to hear it.
All right. I went to Oktoberfest with the Hellbronner Falcons, and we paid 50. We all paid 50 euros for the transportation fees for the day on the bus. We get there. We have a table till a certain time, right? And then all the reservations come in, right? So then we have the table. We get totaled.
You guys are fancy in Hellbron.
No, so listen. So we get totaled. Then the people with reservations get the tables and we get booted and we have nowhere to go, right? And then all the lines start happening. Well, I get disoriented. I'm not sure where I am. And I start walking and I walk and I walk. And next thing I know, I am no longer in Oktoberfest. I find a train station when I start coming to. And I got on a train back to Hellbron on my own. And I came to and realized the guys are calling me like, where are you? The bus is going to leave. I'm like, I'm already halfway back. And I paid I think I paid like 200 euros. And then there was a bar on the train and I met a Swedish guy, a Finnish guy. And we started crushing beers again. And then I got off in the wrong town. I got off in Bietigheim because Bietigheim's before Hellbron. And I thought I still played for Bietigheim and I got off the train. And I started walking into town. I'm like, shit, I don't live here anymore.
Wally,
so then I get on the next train, or no, then that was the last train. I got to get a cab from Bietigheim to Hellbron, and the day's transportation fees were like 350 euros, man.
Pocket change trio.
No, man, that was like a month's pay.
Oh, you're the best, man. I'm so glad.
Yeah, so that happened. That was my last Oktoberfest experience, man.
Germany is great. Oktoberfest in Germany. Go to Gäuboden Volksfest in Straubing. If you guys ever have a chance, anyone that's listening to this, go to there.
Or the Feder Market in Bietigheim. Every town has one of them, right? And you get the beer tents going, and it's just like the best party you've ever been to in your life.
Really? In Bietigheim?
Oh yeah, the Feder Market. That's the horse market. What?
Ooh.
Can du sprechen ein bisschen Deutsch?
Meine Deutsch ist scheiße. Leck me am Masche.
Oh.
Grüße. Love you, Dunner. You're the best. Anyways, yeah, no, I don't speak very good German, man.
Is that right? You were there 8 years, man. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. You want to hear a good story about German?
That's what I'm here
for.
Yep.
Yeah. I got a good story. So
try not to sound drunk.
Okay, I always wanted to get fired. Like that was my goal, was to get fired.
That's not.
And I went to this little place in Villach, Austria, and this motherfucking cocksucker.
Whoa, jeepers.
No, this is good. This is good shit. And so I went there. And they were like, "Oh my God, you're fat." And I was like, "Well, yes, I am. Like, what do you want me to do?" Like,
this is in Villach?
Yeah, in Vloc. Oh,
when did you go to Vloc?
I got gas there like in the first I don't know, what was it, like month, like, and then it was great. And so my goal kind of was just like to go through a lawsuit and fuck this guy. And I got fired in the first like month or two. Like, no, what was it? Like the first like week. And they were like, this guy has more body fat than like the trainer. And I was like,
I usually could beat the goalie in the fat test, but not
no,
every time.
Wally, I was fat, man.
Oh, like fat?
Oh, well, no, I wasn't fat, but we went and did this thing. They did this bike test.
Yeah. And it gets harder every minute or something. Yeah,
that fucking shit is so stupid. And yeah, and they were like, this is the best. They called my old German coach or like GM or whatever, and they were like, he beat his time the year before. And they still fired me.
You know what? I did that bike test when I got to Germany, and that's where they take your blood, right? While you're doing it. But anyway, so they did that to me. And when they take your blood, it says like how fast you get the lactic acid back. Well, they told me that I was fat, but I could get away with it.
Oh yeah, good for you. Like
the blood doesn't lie. The blood doesn't lie.
Oh, the blood. I guess the blood doesn't lie. I wish I had that better blood, but I used to get crushed by that. Like they'd be like, "This guy is an embarrassment." But
no, I was the
same.
It
is what it is.
You know what? We both had to grind through it, right? Like I know how you feel, because it would piss me off when all the guys that were 6'5" with abs, that were hockey players,
human beings.
Yeah, they're gorgeous, right? They go to the bar, people are looking at them, whatever, right? But they could go to McDonald's. They weren't eating healthier than us, Andy. We were eating as healthy as anybody. It wasn't our fault. It's genetics.
I look at McDonald's and I gain weight. I don't even have to like go there.
We're the same. We're the same.
It's my life, you know.
It's nice to finally have someone on the pod that gets me.
Wally, you're one of my favorite people in the entire world.
Speaking of another guy we both know there, Andy, that we didn't bring up, that went to Colorado College with you, that was also one of my best buddies in pro hockey, Trevor Frischman.
Frishy dishy. That guy.
I called him Bruce.
I love that guy.
I love when he would start drinking and his mouth would go numb, and he would sound like Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, we you know what we would do? We'd try to get his tongue in a freezer. In a microwave. We'd be like, dude, you got to put your tongue is frozen because he talks
you got to get
it up. And we would try to put his tongue in the microwave, you know, like. Yeah, he's such a good guy. Like,
everybody has different things, right? Like I would have troubles with my balance when I would overconsume. Yeah, but he had issues with his speech when he drank too much, right? Everybody has different things.
No, but fresh, yeah, his tongue would freeze. That's what we'd call it. Like, so we.
That was awesome.
Where? Daytona Beach.
I played with him in Daytona Beach and Syracuse, right? Like, so he was the guy that, like, if he got called up, I would get sent down. If I got sent down, he'd get called up, but we were still best buddies. He was just a good dude, and we never got the hockey side in the way of being buddies.
It doesn't matter, man. Hockey is a good sport, and you meet a lot of good people, but it's overrated. Like you meet all these good, fun people.
Did you say it's overrated to meet a lot of people?
Oh. I mean, no, absolutely not. Like you meet, my son's coming out. Like,
your tongue is in a pretzel right now. My gosh, you think Bruce can't talk? Listen to you.
Hey, where is the Bruce? You know, no, he's my son's. No, but hockey is good. You meet a lot of you meet great people, but
yeah, you do. Yeah.
Everyone's so concerned. I mean, up here, like in Vail, they get like freaked out about my kid's gonna play AAA hockey or this or that or blah blah blah, and it's just like everyone relax. it's gonna work out just fine.
Yeah,
you know?
everybody's gonna go on the path. And
That's what I'm saying about it.
The part I find so interesting about the podcast is how everybody's journey is so different.
The stress of the people that, you meet some good people and you have a good time playing hockey, and that's about it. I mean, no one else can score 26 goals a year in the Western Michigan,
Western Michigan, yeah.
You believe you can score 26 goals?
Would you stop it? That was a long time ago.
I don't have that.
You don't get paid in college, Andy.
Now you do. Now you do.
Now you do. Gosh darn it, I missed the boat on that one.
You know what? You should pump your tires. That is so. I remember like my first time hanging out with you, and I was like, "This guy."
Don't remember. I remember the first time I hung out with you because it was over some nachos at Qdoba, and I think we both realized our bodies weren't quite right for pro hockey, and we both had a soft spot for Mexican food, right?
I mean, like I said, I mean, we're good-looking people, so it doesn't matter.
Qdoba's not that bad for you, right?
No, I mean, throw a little queso on the burrito, and then you're fucked,
Gosh darn it! I didn't even reach out to them to be a sponsor tonight, and I would have known we were going to be talking about this. Gosh darn it!
I'll sell queso, man. If you want queso, I'm the guy, man. Like, I love Mexican food.
Myself and my college roommates really got into queso. I had really not known about it being from Elmira, Ontario. And then once I got to Western Michigan and Kalamazoo and saw the big world out there, and I learned about queso, my world really changed.
You're so fancy.
I am. Very fancy, man. Very fancy.
Man.
I'm still wearing the same shirts as when I met you.
Look at me right now. They think Vail, Colorado is fancy. It's not at all.
I have a whole bunch of notes written down, but I don't think they're good. I don't think they're going to be that good. I think you're a 2-rounder. We're going to get you on and go through your career when
I'm not a 2-rounder.
When your tongue's not in a pretzel, we're just going to tell stories today. Let's just tell stories.
I just love talking to you. I told my wife, I was like, I'm going on this little podcast thing. I don't like to talk to people. I don't talk about anything. You're one of the best dudes.
You sound like a real sweetheart. I don't like to talk to people.
You are.
No, but you said that you don't like talking to people. You sound like a real grump.
No, hey. Like I sell a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but like talking to you is awesome, man. Like you're such a good guy. You're such a. I said that earlier. You're one of the best, nicest, good. You are.
Stop it. I really am. I'm getting uncomfortable again. If you start saying you want to cuddle, I'm out of here. Next question then is: you did really good in college too, and you had like 30. You had 30 points as a D-man. That's good. Not as good as the other guys.
That's what you scored in
this podcast is about you. I'm the host. I ask the questions. So, what were your options out of college with your terrible body? Because those scouts don't like that shit.
No, they hated us.
Oh, man.
I signed with Anaheim. Went there for a year. Or like it was the 04-05 lockout. It was who was there, like Getzlaff and Perry and all these big boys in Konopka, and Babcock was our coach for the rookie camp, and I was like, this is not these guys. Fuck, man, they were so good. I was like, I don't even deserve to be here. But anyways, I played there a little bit in Cincinnati and in the East Cheese League and San Diego,
How was living in San Diego? Because you got the beach body. That must have been nice.
God, just the knives are flowing.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, don't feel bad.
San Diego was with you. What is that you're drinking?
This here is the Woolen Shop. It's a brown ale from the Bayfield Brewing Company. Delicious.
man, I wish I might fucking hop on a plane, come visit you right now.
Hey, we'll hit the Bayfield Brewing Company. I'm starting to get light again here on beers because this is episode 60, folks. Since January 27th.
I'm rambling on, but San Diego was without a doubt 100% the coolest place.
Really?
Like,
I've never been to California.
Comparison. Curtis Brown and Dave Carpa, there was all these like big boys that were playing in the Cheese League, and I couldn't even, it was awesome. It was so, looking up to those guys that, and then I'd go to like Cincinnati a little bit here and there, and I mean, like Shane O'Brien and all these guys. I mean, it was.
Isn't it weird when you play against those really big guys, like you're saying, Konopka? Like I remember when I went to Syracuse that second year and Konopka was on the team, and I was like, this guy is a fucking animal.
Dude, if I was going into war right now with anybody, I would have Z would lead the pack. I mean, that guy.
He was an animal. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I remember when I got called up at the end of the season, he had been traded there. He had a broken hand. They're like battling to try and make the playoffs, and he's playing through with a cast on. He's trying to fight guys. He's blocking shots. He was just an absolute warrior.
I'm telling you, man, if I was going to war right now, he is number one guy that I would literally be like, Z, let's go.
Leader.
Like, he's the guy. I mean, he's a special human being. And I looked up to him, but he's a different breed.
But there's not many. That's what kind of when I realized when I got to Syracuse and I saw some of the guys and how big and how fast they were and how good they were. That's when I realized, like, I can't make it. I'm not going to make it. Like, the only way I make it is on the top two lines. And those top two lines are dudes that are 6'4", good looking, fast, hands. They don't look like me. They don't.
No, you know how I look. I mean, we've talked about this for an hour.
I know, but like that's when I knew I needed to go to Germany. I guess you did too, eh?
Yeah, I was out. Like I had a little offer from where was it, Vancouver or something like that, and they were like, "Oh, you want to go play hockey in Winnipeg? You know, in the American Hockey League?" And I was like, I've already done that for 2 or 3 years. I went young, you know. I went to Europe, and it was probably the best thing I've ever done. You know,
we both get at it. I only played 1 year, and I was gone. You played what? How many years did you play in North America? 2 or 3? 3. 2 in Syracuse.
I don't even know, man. You know more than me.
I looked today. You played the San Diego year, and you played 2 years in Syracuse.
Yeah, I don't even fucking know. Yeah, I don't know.
How do you not know?
Because I don't know.
It's just been a long day. I know.
No. Like, I'm not like a big hockey guy. I just liked. What? I am.
You're not a big hockey guy. It was quite a big part of your life, Andy.
Well, wait. Let me rephrase. Let me go back. But like, it wasn't important in my life. Like, I met people like you. And like, I know what you're trying to say. I wasn't like
that playing the game. You're not a big hockey nerd. It was you enjoyed the team and the guys, right?
And exactly, like I miss everything about hockey except the hockey.
I had a guy this week.
I miss everything about hockey except the hockey. Like,
I totally understand. You know what I don't miss is the fucking practices. Actually going on the ice on like the Tuesday practices where they bag skate you, they can go. That's just no fun.
Garbage, man. Like, I hated that shit. Like,
I
just like to hang out. Like,
you don't even want to talk to guys after the practice because you're too tired, right? Like, just leave me alone. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not my scene. Like, I like just.
And you were doing that in the elevation of Colorado College. I can't imagine.
Fuck, that shit's overrated. But I really enjoyed being in a locker room and bird watching and meeting people. Like, I loved meeting people. I mean, I still talk to guys Oh, Wally.
Oh God.
Look at him right now. This guy. No, but I really enjoyed the people. That's the most important
dude.
thing.
And you think about what I'm doing right now. Like this, literally,
that's so awesome that
it's
you're
the
doing
best thing I've ever started. Like
that.
I don't have to practice. I don't have to sweat. I just come out here and I get to do everything that we loved about hockey in my shed.
And that's what, like, when you invited me to come talk to you, it was, I don't even want to be on a podcast or any of that kind of shit. I was just so happy that I get to talk to you, man.
I know.
Like,
I
you
know.
are one of the best dudes.
Stop it. You've already said that. You're being repetitive. Stop it.
I know.
But you were one of the good guys. And that when I went to Syracuse, there was like a handful of really good dudes. And you know who else I've ran into that you would know is Mac. Remember Mac? He took us to like we went to the Blue Jays farm team's baseball game with him and stuff.
Yeah.
And I played senior A against him. He was on the Durham Thundercats, and we played against each other in like best of 7 series. He was matched up against me. We were battling. I'm serious.
Mac. Oh, that guy.
He was still playing like 2 years ago, dude. He was still the same. Yeah, it's still hard rims, man.
What a guy. He's
best penalty killer going.
Oh, he's such a good. He was a fucking good hockey player. Like he
could defend like crazy, and I had to play against him. Fat, a bad knee, and we would have a laugh out there. But we were battling bad out there. It was fun, and then we'd go upstairs and have a beer together.
What a good. Well, that's what hockey is, right?
Yeah, it's what it should be.
That's what hockey is. You go have a beer up top, and Mac, man, that guy was a great hockey player. He was just
and a great dude. Like he was another guy like you that like how in North America, guys are like there's some guys that are dicks. They're like you show up and they're like they think you're gonna take their spot or whatever it is. It's like, well, you know what? If it's not me that takes your spot, there's someone else coming. So just chillax, man, and have some fun.
It's I mean, it's like anything in life, someone's out to get you, so you gotta watch your back. But that's just the wrong way. I mean, it's hockey, and it's someone's better than you. Like I'm the first guy to admit, man. Like I used to play, and I'd be like, "Fuck, this guy is sick. Like he's way better than me."
Yeah. It's weird when you play with guys, and as soon as you play with them, you're like, "This guy is way better than me." I had the worst one I ever saw, like when I felt just horrible about myself, was when I skated with Ryan O'Reilly in the summer. I was like 31 years old, and I'm kind of fat, and he was like 24 and jacked. And looked more mature than me. He had more chest hair. He looked tougher, and he just ran my show the whole
week. These are not our people. They're just better human beings than us.
They're just built different. It's genetics again, Andy. It's not our fault.
It's not our fault. But those guys have something that is they have a touch. That it's like they're
special.
They got the swag. They're special. I mean, there's no doubt. Like,
so who are the best players you played with?
Oh fuck, man! Like, I don't even know. Like the best.
You don't even know where you played, so this is gonna be a tough conversation.
Yeah, you know who the best hockey player I've ever seen?
Confidence is up again, boys and girls.
Yeah. You know who the best all around hockey player? And this might be like an off topic name, and people don't like him, but Billy Tibbetts.
Oh,
do you remember that guy?
Tibbetts.
Billy Tibbetts. He was the best all around hockey player I've ever seen.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Billy Tibbetts. I played with him in San Diego for a hot minute. He
was in the East Coast.
You know who Billy Tibbetts is?
Am I supposed to?
Yeah.
I guess I have a podcast. I should know. I feel like I've heard the name.
And I mean, other than like Fedorov or like that shit, but Billy Tibbetts, he could fight, he could score, he could backdoor sauce. Like this guy went to prison. Like this guy was, I don't even know, man. Like he was the best hockey player I've ever seen in my entire life.
Tibbetts.
Yep. 100%. The best hockey player, all around hockey player I've ever seen is Billy Tibbetts.
Okay. I feel like I should know who that is the way you're talking, and I don't feel very smart right now.
No, just check it out.
He didn't have a long career.
He's without a doubt 100% all around. I mean, the best hockey player. Like my last year that I played hockey was in Italy. And
I know. When we get into your sober episode, we're gonna go over your whole.
I'm never sober.
No, but I mean, you just warmed up too much. I've done it. I used to warm up so little. I'd only play 2-touch, and then I'd be first one off every warm up because you don't want to warm up too much. I feel this is a classic case of over warming up.
I'm so happy to talk to you and see you. That's the most. But
I know this is so fun.
I love fucking seeing your face. You're such a.
Okay.
Anyways, last year in Italy, I played with a coach by the name of Tom Barrasso.
Tom Barrasso, he also coached in the UK after I was there in Sheffield. Yeah, I heard he was pretty intense.
Interesting guy. Like,
aren't all goalies quite interesting?
This guy can make a better breakout pass than I've ever made in my life. Like,
is that right? You had some good passes, man. You were one of the demon I'd like to play with because you actually pass it to the guy.
I just pass and get off. You know, I'd be like,
because you're sucking wind.
Exactly. Fucking tough crowd here.
Hey, random question. I'm just kidding about your body. Don't get all insecure. I'm just having fun with you. I thought you could take it. I didn't know. But did you get crushed with Rob Collins in an Irish pub in Straubing?
That guy is the best.
I had him on earlier this week.
Collins, dude, that guy could play hockey.
Oh God, he was good. God, yeah.
He was fucking good, man.
It was watching him with a puck was like the sexiest shit going.
My God. Hey, I say something like this might not mean much to anybody, but if and Collins, but if it was a new NHL like now it is here, like that guy would be in the NHL
top two lines. Oh yeah.
Without a doubt. That guy could fucking play hockey.
Oh yeah.
There is no doubt that guy was dirty. Like, and it was effortless for him.
I know.
Like it was effortless. Like he didn't break a sweat.
Well, and he was one of those guys, like when you skate with him in the summer and you see what he's doing out there, and like I'm trying hard and like, and he's just cruising around, saucing it, making me look ridiculous. And I'm like, sorry for burping in the mic again, folks. Huh?
You could do that too. You were good. Don't fucking bag yourself, man. You were a good player.
I was average. I did. You know what I will say? I thought about this now since I started the podcast. One thing I will say is I never played in a league that I couldn't score a point a game in.
you could score, dude. You were a fucking great hockey player.
I think if I would have got ice time in the AHL, which I did in the preseason the one year, and I was well over a point a game, and I think I could have done that. Man. But you got to get the opportunities, and you got to have the body to get those opportunities. And if they don't like your body, they're not going to put you out there.
If the league was different,
there were some mutants back then, eh?
That's an understatement. Like that was a fucking joke. Like
you remember it? Like there was literally 5 heavyweights on our team.
Oh my God, I'd sit there and be like, what the fuck is this? Like I'm making like 40, 50 grand a year. I'm just like, this is like next level stuff. Like
when guys were like fighting in the penalty boxes and they were all roided up and God.
I couldn't even believe it. But you know what? It was a good experience. And those guys are awesome. Like we talk about Scroy and the Sugdens and whatever. They're such good humans. Like
they'd do anything for you, right?
They would literally. I loved. They were like. They were like. they were good people, and that's just, I respect them, and I couldn't imagine what they had to
life. No,
I couldn't even imagine, man. Like,
I know.
if you were to have to go out there and fight like some mutant squad, you would hate that. Like,
I couldn't.
But those guys did it. Those guys did it night in, night out, and I have a lot of respect.
I can't believe they would do that, and for the money they'd be making in the AHL, like for what they did, that's gotta be one of the hardest jobs in the world. Like, they were fighting absolute mutants every night. I was Scroy's roommate in the hotel for a bit, and like, yeah, that was also an experience.
He's a great guy.
Great dude. He came on the pod. Yeah,
and nice, and he's such a good, like, fucking solid guy.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, going out there and going.
Do you imagine fighting him? Like, you imagine laying in the hotel room thinking, I'm going to fight Mike Scroy tomorrow night?
I wouldn't fucking even fight. I'm fucking running to the bathroom. Like, I'm just like, I'm scared, like, instantly.
Well, you saw me fight in the AHL. I was in that role. I was a fourth line grinder, and I went out there and I dropped the mitts, and I was just dropping people, right?
You could score goals, though.
Well, I never did.
You did fight that.
I never did. I don't know how you say shit like that, because I never scored a goal on a team with you. I had 0 points in the AHL. 0 points.
Chalmenze. You fought, who did you fight that night?
French guy.
Oh,
weird.
Yeah, well,
did
you got to pick your spots, sometimes.
Did you jump him or no?
Maybe actually it was a guy I played or I hung out with in Germany later. It was Francis Lemieux, and he didn't even remember fighting me, and that's what really hurt.
I was all fired up when he fought that guy.
I wanted it too. I went out there and I got it. I was like,
"Here's going tonight."
I was like, you seen these little hands? Here they come. Here they come.
You're scrappy, though. You're scrappy.
Hey, my East Coast year, that year in Daytona Beach, I think I fought 6 or 7 times, buddy.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, because I fought 2 times. Tough guys beat me up for doing things that I shouldn't have.
Why would you fight? You were a fucking scorer.
Well, twice I did bad things and I got beat up and started like line brawls because I did something bad. So then the fighter came off the bench and I was like, oh dear, that's not good. And then there was a guy on our team that came in third man to help me, right? You got to help me. So then he got suspended for like 10 games. Sorry about it. My bad. And then I fought like 4 other times. My proudest moment though was I had done something dirty. A guy held my hands and the other guy punched me in the face. This is in Toledo. No, I've never fought off the ice in my life. I don't really like confrontations.
Dirty and off the ice.
But the next night I say to the coach, I say, I'm fighting that guy. We played the same team, the Toledo Storm. I say, I'm fighting that guy tonight. And he says, well, you're going to ask, I'm going to tell you when it's okay. And I'm like, that's fine. And the guy's beside me at the first face off. I'm like, let's go. And he's like, no. And then later on the period, I'm like, let's go now. And he goes, I went with him. And guess what? I even have the picture. Punched him right in the face. I punched him in the face. And he never played the rest of the night.
God,
I'm not even joking.
You're an animal.
Dude, my technique was skate forwards, head in their armpit, and swing up. Skate forwards until they fall down.
That's like me with logistics,
Bulletproof plan, right?
I love talking to you, man.
I'm wondering if you even have a real company.
I don't even. This is the best. I love it. Wally.
Hey.
Wally, dude, it's so great talking.
All right, okay, stop saying how great it is to talk to me and see me. I want to know about the picture you sent me when you're in a bed full of bubbles.
That was a Mexican. Oh, that was where was that? Mexico. I went to a wedding, and I might have overdone the bubbles. And
I don't think so.
It was in a hotel room. We were in like, I don't know, Cozumel or someplace. I don't even really know what the fuck it was.
Wait, why are you whispering?
And I I poured too many bubbles into the bathtub because the bathtub
That was a
in
bathtub? That looked like a bed.
dude, it was in a bathtub, and it
That
was
was a
fun.
tub? That's a big
It
tub.
was a hot tub in our room. I'm fancy, you know, like logistics.
Jeez, man, what was Straubing paying you all those years? My God.
It's more of the logistics stuff, you know, and so.
Oh, is the logistics going good?
Oh, it's good. And,
so it's a real thing.
It's a real thing. Don't judge, you know.
I want to know about it.
Wally, I just like to have a good time.
I know that, but like you're obviously doing well. Now I'm curious.
Why? You can come stay with me anytime you want.
Dude.
We'll get you anything you want.
I would love to bring the kids skiing on your fancy resort. I feel like it would be like some like Dumb and Dumber. It would be like me showing up.
Prove it.
I'd love to bring you skiing.
Prove it. You are more than welcome. You can stay with us anytime, or we'll
get
you a hotel.
You know what we're gonna need to do? We're gonna need to get some. If I'm not careful, this podcast might continue to get legitimate, and I might get sponsors that actually pay me and stuff, maybe someday. And maybe we could start some kind of a fund to get the Waltons to Vail, right?
Hey, you don't.
Hey, let's do it.
You can stay with. You don't need a sponsor. You can come stay with me. I'll fly you out anytime you want.
Oh my God! How good? And you only have 5 or 6 employees, and you're gonna fly us out? What is happening?
I would love to take your kids skiing.
Oh my God!
Your daughter looks like, I bet she's a ripper.
She's not a stripper. No, she's not a stripper.
Yeah.
She's a ripper. Like she can ski.
I was kidding.
Like
I know. She's never tried skiing, but
she's an athlete, man. Like your wife and you, you guys are athletes.
The kids seem to be quite athletically feasible. Is that the right word?
I don't fucking know. You think dude,
coordinated? They're coordinated. My children are coordinated. Are your children coordinated?
We're having them come.
Wally, get here.
Wally, get here. Everyone's asking.
By the way, folks, just so you know, we might not have followed the normal format for this pod, but he's going to come on again, and we'll actually talk about his career next time.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah,
I don't like.
You have to come on again. Don't say you're not coming on. We're not waiting 15 years again.
The only way I'm coming back on is if it's live.
Dude, I don't have the equipment for that. I've tried. People have wanted to do it live. I don't know how. I can't do it.
The only way is if you're coming to visit me.
No, you're coming back on again because I haven't even asked you about any of your career. I
just want to talk to you about how things are going, man.
Yeah, I know. And I want these are the questions I really want to ask. I actually don't. To be honest, I don't really care about your minor hockey in Minnesota. I never cared about anybody's minor hockey, but I ask them every time. I'm like, I actually don't give a shit.
It's a hockey podcast.
That's right. That's why I'm just doing it for the people. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Do you like German food or Italian food more?
Love German food.
Oh God, the schnitzels. Fucking Jesus.
Schnitzel, baby.
Schnitzel.
I love you know what I like?
That mustard that cleans out your nostrils.
God, dude, that's the only thing. Anyways, Schnitzel and Schweinebraten. Remember Schweinebraten?
Oh my God! Why are you talking dirty to me over Zoom?
Yeah, you getting flow over there or what?
you've had Schweinebraten?
Schweinebraten.
Oh my God. So I doubt you've ever listened to the pod, so you don't know how I feel.
I don't listen to any pod.
I know. You know what? It doesn't hurt. That's fine. It's cool. See, my confidence is at an all-time high tonight. I need a background laugh every time.
You're burning, man.
I need a background laugh for every episode. This is horseshit. I'm gonna need a guy sitting in the corner.
Wally, dude, you are just scorching, baby.
Oh, baby. Okay, seriously though, but German food is underrated. Schweinebraten. So the guy I played with, Hammer, episode 7. my best German buddy, he literally would make Schweinebraten every Wednesday, invite over all the guys on the team that he liked, and we would have Schweinebraten every Wednesday. And they wonder why I got fat while I was in Bietigheim, you know?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, write this down. Swear to God on my life. Nobody has put more weight on during the season than myself.
I doubt it.
I guarantee it. Wally, each year I put on like 10 to 20 pounds.
Dude,
that I played hockey.
Yeah, no.
No, trust me. The fatness grew during the season.
No, seriously. Check out my playoff stats in Germany. A lot of goals. A lot of goals in the regular season. Not as many goals in the playoffs because as I was there throughout the season, I would continually get fatter because the food was too good.
We should.
Hey, do you know what? Do you know what a basin is?
Is it? Wait. Say that again.
A basin.
Like
what this was in Bietigheim, what we would go to were these restaurants that literally were all from fresh farmers' foods in the area, and they would make a restaurant seasonally. Sorry for burping in the mic, folks, but they would seasonally have all the fresh farmers, like they would have the pig, everything. I'd have Schweinehals, which is the pig neck, and it would be all fresh from the farmers. And like these restaurants were in the coolest old buildings, and they were incredible. And they were all over. Every town would have them pop up, and you had to know about them. And it takes a couple years in Germany until you get into that type of shit. You know what's really going on.
I mean, if anyone knows it, it's you.
Oh dear. No, Mark Heatley knew German, and that fella knew about basins and food and beer and wine, and that guy showed me a whole different underground culinary adventure.
You probably lost weight then.
I actually had a meat sponsor in Bietigheim, and the guy that sponsored my warm-up jersey.
How bad were you sweating when you'd eat that?
Well, his name was Manfred, and he was Manfred the meat guy, and I would go to his factory, and they would give me bags of meat to come home with, and it was the best exotic meat from all over the world that he was giving to grocery stores, and they would give it to me. And all I had to do was sit there while he smoked cigarettes and drank coffee and try and talk German to him.
Hey, perfect. That's what I do right now.
Sounds dreamy.
But in America.
Well, seriously, and then the guy would give me like a €200 piece of meat to leave, like a fillet, like a big long loin of beef. Yeah, it was nuts.
It was all pig though, right?
Well, and then they told me I was out of shape and I wasn't allowed back. And I was like, well, you guys, yeah. I was like, well, you guys did this to me. It's like when they overfeed the pigs and the chickens. Like, well, what do you expect? Goddamn legs are gonna break, right? When you're overweight.
Part of my life, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Wally.
Oh gosh. Okay, what else should we talk about today?
What do you want to hear?
I got a random question. What the fuck are the Vail Yetis?
Easy, buddy.
Here we go.
Oh dear, that now he's not laughing in the back corner.
Oh fuck.
Are you still playing? Are you still a hockey player?
Have you looked at me?
The mascot.
Do you think
I don't know. You started sounding sensitive when I started making comment. So I've refrained from the body comments now because I could tell you were getting a little insecure about it.
How about this?
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, that's my husband.
How about this?
God, you don't take your shirt off much. Holy shit.
Yeah,
you're actually the same color as a bag of milk.
That's so good. Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh,
Wally,
geez.
you are fucking gotta miss you. I love you.
I miss you too, buddy.
This is just disgusting.
Just
Look at
drink
this.
it in, folks. This is going to get everybody finally to check out
happy.
the YouTube page. I never tell anybody about the YouTube page and that these videos are actually out there, but now everybody's going to be so curious to see those tatas that they're going to have to check out the YouTube page to see that. That just drink it in, folks. Just everybody take a big gulp of that. Drink it in.
This is hockey.
That is hockey. God damn it. I miss you. You're right.
Just fucking, the Vail Yeti is
so do they make Yetis where you live? Is that are they making the Yetis, the things we all have for our beers?
Like Yeti cooler, yeah. No. This is a guy who actually makes a shitload of money doing it. We play these guys that come into town. Really, actually good hockey. You'd be surprised. Like Shrimp. Who else plays on Trolla. It's good hockey. You'd be surprised. And they come to Vail, and you come Jackson Hole or Sun Valley.
He can't even keep his head up.
I'm just looking at your nipples. You know what? You're still in shape the way you sat up there. There were fucking abs under there.
Wait, there are?
Do it. Sit up look at that. You look like a hockey player again. Holy shit.
Boy. Attaboy.
Wally?
I don't know if your wife knows this, but I think she's listening. She is pretty lucky.
I appreciate that. You know what? I appreciate that.
Well, she is. You're a beauty, man. Like how nice you were to me when I came in. You weren't threatened by me and my good looks and my nice body. You know, like there were obviously when I got to Syracuse and I walked in, people were like, "Oh my gosh, who is this guy?" Like he's 6'4", he's good.
I was coming home right away. I was like, "This is great."
Yeah, and then you were like, "Geez, let's go take this guy to Qdoba." I could tell where his honey hole is. We were just fishing for queso.
Oh, this is great. You're the best, man. Like I can't stop laughing. But anyways, the Yeti was it's good. It's good. They play the Sun Valley and a bunch of mountain teams. You would actually, I bet you could fucking toss in. What are you,
top 6?
29 goals? You'd be a top 6 forward.
I don't think so. I actually got cut from the senior A loop around here. I was actually not allowed to volunteer anymore.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, I got cut.
Why?
Yeah, it was a playoff deadline move that
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm cutting you off. I want to ask you a couple questions.
Oh no way! I'm the host.
Here we go.
Okay, well, if you're topless, you can ask questions. Go ahead.
Does your daughter play hockey?
She hasn't yet, but she has just decided that this will be her first season.
First year. How old is she?
She's going to be turning 7 in February. That's a big burp in the mic, folks. Sorry about that, but we've started a brand here, folks. You know, got to stick with it.
Good push you got going.
Yeah.
So she's going to be 7, and
does your daughter play?
A little bit.
My daughter has no interest in it at all. She doesn't pick up a hockey stick or anything, but she saw a commercial with girls playing hockey and they were all on a team and they were having fun, and she wants to be on a team and meet a bunch of girls. And I hope it all goes well. I think she could get really into it because she can skate. She can do that. So it'll be great. I hope it goes well.
That's awesome. Like, so are you going to coach or are you going to?
Actually, I'm going to stay out of it. It's going to be the same as when Colby was young, was when I was on the ice. That's my son. When I was on the ice, it was worse because then they would think I need to be there and help them. For her to get started, I'm going to be up in the crowd. Yeah.
Good.
And then once she gets into it, if she is up for me coaching her and her buddies, I'm all for it.
That's awesome. That's great. So next question for you. Let's talk about your pee hole.
Nope.
You don't want to talk about your pee hole?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't edit this. You can't talk about this on here.
Okay.
Nope.
Next question.
Next
So
question.
your son, how old's your son?
Tough questions here. He's going to be 9 in December.
Does he play hockey?
Yes. Right into it. Yeah.
He's big into it.
He's kind of like me, though. He's not really much of a practicer.
You can, dude, you can. Why are you selling yourself short, man?
What? No, like I would practice. I'd always like do it, but like I didn't like it.
Yeah, no, same. I hated practice.
I like 2-on-1 drills.
2-on-1, yeah. 2-on-1. You were total backdoor sauce too.
Yeah, oh yeah, never shooting. I'm gonna try and get that pass across no matter what in the practice game. You probably shooting.
Yeah, but you could make a pass, but you could score goals better than anybody.
I still don't understand why you keep saying that, because I literally had 0 points in 19 games in the AHL. You've never seen me get a point.
Dude, you scored
in the room.
You scored over 20 goals in college.
That
you know how many?
matter.
Not many people can say that.
Well, you know what?
Story. Like many. You know how many people? Like, you know how hard it is to score
beers that you have going
over 20 goals, and you did that. You should be fucking pumped. I'm not like trying to like bust your nuts, but cuddle a little bit. Like,
okay.
You scored over 20 goals in college. Did Rob Collins score over 20 goals in college?
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Sterling, I guess, maybe scored over.
This podcast is about you and your memories. It is not about me.
And I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you, buddy.
And you said you wanted to cuddle with me, and now you're topless.
Well,
sounds like a Friday to me.
It's a Friday night. Wait, what is it? Sunday?
Yeah, today's Sunday. So is there a lot of logistics happening tomorrow?
Nah, dude. A little bit of. Hey, I'm asking you. I don't even know what that even means. Like, I don't even know what. No. Yeah, a little bit of work tomorrow.
A little bit
of work tomorrow. I actually have to be adult and be.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Like, I don't know, a worker, responsible.
Yeah,
my wife.
It's
responsible.
Oh, you're living on the ski mountains. You're doing logistics. I mean, it sounds tough.
It's a hard life, you know.
It's good.
Okay, you're coming out here, right, to a live podcast with me?
I would love to.
I'll book for you.
Okay, I have a question. When you played in Straubing, you guys were never good, ever. They weren't expected to be good. You're not supposed to be good. You played in the playoffs twice in 8 years.
Right.
How fun is it being a loser for 8 years in a row?
Spring break.
It is spring break. It's the story of my life, you know. No, I'm kidding. It was, you know how it is. Like, it's not the greatest. It's a loaded question, you know, because I really enjoyed my time there in Straubing. I would do anything for a lot of those people, but yeah, it was tough. I mean, we sucked, and there's no doubt about it. Like, we didn't have them.
You didn't have the money to compete. You can't beat Munich, who's paying guys ridiculous amounts to live in ski mountains in Vail, right? Like,
you get bums like me that just like do too much drugs and drink too much beer, and that's what you get when you little bit of money. It you know how it is. You probably made more money than I did in the fucking second league in Germany, but
no,
I guarantee it. But we competed. Like, we tried and we worked, and it just you can't compete with like Cologne or Munich or who else, like fucking Berlin or Hamburg. Like those teams. Those teams were so much better than us. They get better imports. They get better Germans. Like, we're a low budget team, and I mean, that's just how it was. you play to try to make, I guess, our goal every year was to try to make the playoffs, which is shitty, but that was our goal. And
no, I know. And then you guys would make the playoffs and everybody would be happy, right? And like that's a tough way for a hockey player to live.
Yeah, but parade downtown, and that was it. Like it was, you can't compete. Like those teams are next level, like the big boys. We were the smaller. We're the Phoenix Coyotes of the DL, you know. Like,
no, I know because they used
hard. It was hard.
They used to be, well, it would be because I can't stand losing. I can't stand losing at anything. I can't stand losing at pickleball. I can't stand losing at cards. I can't stand losing at anything.
Oh, that's aggressive.
That when you say what do I do for exercise now, you know, pickleball would be, that's my summer sport.
Man.
I dominate the pickleball courts around here.
No way.
Oh yeah, Heritage Heights, I dominate these old folks.
Heritage Heights.
Yeah, that's right. Dominate.
60 and over?
I would say the average age is about 50 to 55. I mixed in some young blood there, but then now we've got some young hockey players that are in their 20s that are showing up, and I had to test the knee out a couple times just to make sure I could still win.
Do you skate? You skate a lot back in
I don't want to.
Ontario?
I podcast now.
I don't want to.
No, my only interest is coaching my kids. For me to chase around a little black puck now doesn't really seem like it makes a lot of sense.
That's okay. Like you. So you coach. You live in Ontario. Is that what it's called?
Ontario.
Sorry.
I know you're on the ski hills. I know. I get it.
Yeah, we're fancy up here, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We're fancy.
We can tell.
Yeah, you see me for 1 minute. You know I'm fancy, right?
I can tell you're a fancy. I knew you were fancy just like me when I
met you. No, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, when we broke the chip and the queso together that first day.
A lot of queso talk.
I'm trying to think if I have any more questions because I didn't ask any of the questions that I had written down.
I just like hanging out and seeing you, man. You're doing a good thing, and you get to. It's awesome you called me.
It's been so long, dude, and we were so tight for that short amount of time that like if we would have played together more, like we would be buddies that would be talking all the time, and we just didn't play together enough.
You know, would we cuddle?
No. I am burping a lot tonight. I am sorry, folks. I should really be better.
Would we be cuddling?
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on. That's a burn.
Cuddle? Like, are you a cuddler? I'm not a cuddler.
Well, I'm a cuddler. I love
really?
Yeah. Especially you.
No.
You're the best. All right, I gotta go. I gotta fucking
because I don't want to cuddle?
Exactly.
Geez. Now he's laughing at your jokes. God, now my confidence is down. I'm gonna have to say something funny to get a good laugh before we're done here, and I got nothing right now. So let's keep talking until I think of something, okay?
Oh, keep going, buddy. It's the best listening and seeing you.
I know. So you never listen to any podcast? You think you'd listen to this one and see how ridiculous you sound? See how your
honestly,
how your tongue is twisted into a pretzel?
Probably not.
Thank goodness you're the owner of the logistics company. Your boss would have been pissed off.
This is great. Get the darts going.
Part two.
Okay, so
you're one of the best.
So are you, though. I mean, like, the last two guys peed on the toilet. So Rob Collins peed, and the next guy peed while I was on the pod. Like, they sat down on the toilet and peed while chatting with me. But I didn't. You know what's so exciting about this podcast is I never know what's going to happen. I never know what we're going to talk about. And then all of a sudden, like, the guy's topless, right? And like then I'm just looking at his nipples for a while, and it's you never know what's gonna happen, right? And now I got a guy in the corner laughing, making my confidence at an all-time high. Look, oh my god, you are in shape though, eh? That's how you still play.
Dude, I'm 215 pounds.
I don't even know what that means. I feel like you were always that.
What is that in kilo? Oh yeah, we were kilo guys, right?
Oh yeah, I was 82 on a good day.
Yeah, me too. No,
85
no.
on a bad day.
90. They'd be like, I remember Dunner would be like, "Oh, you under 90 kilos?" I'd be like, no.
Let me take these boots off.
Let me strip down. Yeah. Keep
okay.
going. What do you got?
What do I got? Oh, these, you want to know what I actually had wrote down?
Yeah.
Keep it going.
I think we pretty well covered everything, but what was that Italian league like? Were you an import in that league, or could you have played until you were 70 years old with like a
Wally, that was
see, he laughed. Now we can shut it down. Boom. Got it.
That was one of the greatest, like, I loved it. It was a joke. It was an absolute joke. We never got paid. I don't even know what I was making then. It was a fucking absolute embarrassment, but it was probably without a doubt one of the best experiences of my life. It was fun. People were nice, and we drank a lot of wine, a lot of red wine. My wife got pregnant over there, like
with you.
With I don't even know.
Well, you know what they would say is like I guess red wine could make you even look sexy, right?
Hey, and a splash of queso
on your tatas. Oh God.
Wally,
no, that's great though. So you guys got pregnant.
It was good. It was good. It was great. It was terrible hockey, a lot of fun, and I would have played there forever. I loved it. It was we lived in this little town called Torre Pellice, and it was so amazing. Beautiful mountains. We'd ski. We'd go to the sea. Where was the sea? Monaco or like some of these places. And we would just travel. And there were some fucking good imports. Like, we only had 3 imports. There were some guys that could play. But other than that, it was just a joke. There's no other words. Like, it was bad. Bad hockey, but good times. But the guys that could play, the imports, I'm trying to think of some of them. Holy shit, they were so much better than me. I was like, these guys are fucking
stop
good.
it.
Oh, hey, buddy, these guys could play hockey because they only had 3 imports. Right?
Yeah, well, it's the same as like the second league in Germany, right? Like, do you get 5 imports? Like, they got to score. Like, they got to be scorers, right?
That's you. That's you.
Well, and that's why I found my honey hole. That's why I stayed there instead of trying to go to the DL. And
how many years did you play in Germany?
6.
Holy shit!
So, oh yeah, ich kann sprechen ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich verstanden alles.
Großes Schwan.
Yeah, but you don't understand anything, eh?
I only speak Chinese. You know, logistics. Like, we got to learn about. Kidding. Oh wow! Well, but you spent 6 years in Germany.
Yeah, man.
What was your experience there?
What was what?
Your best experience in Germany? Oh, you played in like England too, right?
Yeah. I played in Cardiff, Wales, and that was the most fun I ever had playing hockey. Not the most money I made, but the most fun I had. Okay. And then winning it. Right. And Cardiff was the best place I've ever, like, it was the most fun as a hockey player to live in. There was everything you could want. It was on the water. There were bars, there were restaurants. The fans were awesome. Like the organization was run right. And then there was like a bunch of Canadians on the team that were similar to me. And the Brits were like us. And like, it was the best culture I've ever been around.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what an experience. I mean, I'm going to tell you a little story about England.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Let's go for it.
So when you think of Cardiff and whatever, so my friend from Colorado, his dad owned the Liverpool Soccer Club.
What?
Yeah.
What type of people are you hanging out with?
It's a long story.
Nailed it.
So I'm not going to say the names. It's not important. But
John Liverpool.
Don't say anything. No. And we go to Liverpool. His dad owned the soccer club. He owned the team. And we went to a little cool place called the Cavern in Liverpool. And Liverpool was playing Liverpool was playing Aston Villa.
You got to be sobering up by now because you've hardly drank.
No, they're playing Aston Villa. Like
that wasn't the question.
So fuck it. Next time.
Still got it. My confidence is at all-time high. Aston Villa.
Well, you're a fucking 10.
Go for it.
You
buddy.
were a 9, and now you're a 10.
Go for it, buddy.
And so we were. God, what a good looking. What kind of hat you got on there?
That's a 2 ales and hockey tails hat with Wally, buddy.
Is that your podcast?
Yeah, that's what you're on right now.
Oh shit! Fuck, man, I'm sorry, I don't know this shit.
It's okay.
That's awesome. And hockey tails.
Yeah, man. I had 30 hats made, and they sold, and then I got shirts coming. And like, to be honest, even with some of the tough questions you've asked me, this has been listened to in over 30 countries, dude. I'm
gonna. Can I buy 50 hats? Is that available? Since you only sold 30, I want 50.
You want to? Should we put in an order for 50 hats? Like, you have the logistics company.
Yeah, no, we'll ship them. We'll drive there, pick them up.
Are you coming in the van?
Hey, we got vans, dude. We'll come in the van.
If you come in the van, we'll do a family trip back out with you.
Oh my God, that's perfect. And then you can come ski with me.
Well, yeah, come pick up the 50 hats. We'll all come.
I'm ordering 50 right now. Sorry, I put an order in. What's the link?
There isn't one because I just did it. I just bought hats and then I put it on Instagram, which is where I put all the stuff about this podcast. So if you're not following on Instagram, folks, you ain't seeing what's actually happening. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Instagram? Do you do any of that? I can't find you anywhere. Where are you?
No, man. I don't do that shit. Like I
understand. You're just logisticking.
I'm just a Gary, that just drives around shit. Like I just nerded up.
I understand. Come get your 50 hats. We'll get them made. Dan from Elmira will get the hats made, and we'll be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a lead quick.
Oh no, you gotta take it with you. That's the new rules on the pod. Well, let's get the guy in the corner to come on and talk to me while you go piss, because this podcast is still happening. Come on over, guy in the corner. Where's the guy in the corner? Come on over here and talk to me while Kanzi's peeing.
He went to the bathroom.
Both of them did? They're playing swords?
Yes.
Are you serious?
No, I'm getting outside.
Oh my God, what's happening? This is a mess. Mm-hmm. They're actually pissing over though. I got you. Wow, that's a nice spot you guys have there. So I'll say hi to you. I've never met you. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you married this dandy, eh?
He's a handful.
Isn't he something? What a guy. He is just the most fun. He's the most fun.
He's a good time, but he's a handful. I'm not going to lie. Yes. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast family. Yeah.
I think it's great what you're doing though. It's awesome. He was really excited. He was nervous and excited.
I was honestly really excited too. I get so excited. It's like it's game day again. It's like, I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
And you knew what you were working with him, right?
Well, I didn't know how many beers he would have had before we started, but The pictures that he sent for his the pictures he sent for his poster, I was like, wow. He has an understanding wife.
Wally, you are one of my wife.
Okay, I'm understanding. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, he's a handful and it's hard and I have to get through it, but he honestly one of the best guys that I've known in my entire life.
I know. He has a heart of gold and would do anything for you. You know what, Andy? I think you're like yourself and I are very similar in a lot of ways. We both just like the team atmosphere. We both like just wanted to have fun and live, and
the best part about hockey was meeting people like you. And there's no other words. Like, I played hockey. Yes, it was fun. It was great. Was I good at it? Okay. But I loved meeting people.
Yeah.
Meeting people was the best. Like, I met so many awesome humans in my life that there's no other words for it. Like, you meet, like, if people listen to this podcast or whatever it is, and you get to meet, like,
hey, guy in the corners here. What's your name?
Cafe.
Hey, thanks for all the support tonight.
I loved it. You earned it.
Oh, thank you, man. This is the most fun I have every week, dude. Like, seriously, this is the most fun I have because it's just laughs. I look forward to it all day. And like, now I'm seeing you two, Kanzi's topless. You've got my confidence at an all-time high. Like, thank you, gentlemen.
You're a wheel, bro.
You earned it.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, this is episode, do you know what's crazy is this is episode 60. And I started
on episode 60. I thought it would have been one.
I started January 27th and I've done 60 already.
Yeah, I'm deep on the depth chart. Jesus.
No, you were the first guy I would have on from Syracuse.
Yeah. Wally, what's up?
Syracuse was a dark time in my life, and I didn't really want to talk about it.
Oh, that's great, man.
I had to live in a hotel with a guy right beside me for months. Sometimes I didn't even like the guy. Sometimes I did. It was awful. I had to eat out every meal. The only ray of sunshine in my life was you, Andy.
Hey, that means I love it, man.
Well, it's true. Like, no, seriously, like when you get to the AHL and everybody's like, well, this little prick from college is here to take my job. And you're like, hey, man, you want to go to Qdoba and crush some queso? And I was like, dude, how do you know me so well?
I took one look at you and I was like, oh, this guy's mine.
This guy loves queso.
this guy's me. What a great crew of people though, that like in Syracuse.
Well, seriously, when I wrote down when we had real notes for this episode, I had wrote down some of the names we played with in Syracuse in those 2 years. Let's see here. Mark Mathot, who is a competitor here in the podcast world. He started some bullshit with like TSN or Sportsnet where they publicize it everywhere, and it's called like Wally and Mathot, and it's like, well, it's just me out here in my shed. I don't really like social media, so you guys are
they're bagging on you?
Huh?
They were bagging on you?
Oh, no. That they get a way more people listening is because like I don't know how to get this out there. I don't know how to tell people that there's people doing real shit out here, you know?
Wally, hey, you came to the right guy. We'll put your shit everywhere.
Oh, buddy. Well, we're in over 30 countries now, and we've been number 1 in the UK and Denmark before. So, you know what? If I'm not careful, this might get legit, man. And now that I got topless guys on, now we're gonna get more women followers.
Yeah, I don't know if you want this on. You might get people might be fucking be like, I ain't watching this shit.
No, people are gonna like it. They're really gonna like. I think this is really gonna get people to flock to the YouTube page so they can see the body in action.
Oh, flock.
Flock.
Oh.
That's a word.
It is. You're fucking smart, Western Michigan.
Big Canadian.
Do you have a degree?
I have an MBA.
Holy shit! From where?
From Cardiff, Wales.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're a really smart mother, little.
Well, in project management, and it's all worked out. What
does that mean?
I'm a master of business.
What is it? Associate or something?
What?
What is it? What's an MBA?
What's the A?
Yeah.
Yeah, Masters of Business Administration.
Oh, administrator. God, man.
Don't you own a business?
You're a fucking.
You'd think though, if I had an MBA, I'd figure out how to make money on this podcast by episode 60.
Oh, so I.
No, like seriously, like it's pretty brutal. Like I just like doing this. I don't like calling people and getting sponsors and getting people to whatever.
No.
I just want to talk to people and have beers and catch up, and that's why I do this. It has nothing to do with any of that.
No, I don't.
Someday we'll have sponsors, like when people clean it up and they're not showing up after 37 ales and then they're getting topless, right?
Well, sorry, 106 West Logistics.
Yeah, no, sorry. I did say that this was a real podcast. I didn't say, right?
Yeah, we're out then. How's that pint?
It's getting there. I'm trying to be a good boy tonight. I get so excited to see you. I get so excited to see you, and then you get topless. And it's like, oh my gosh, just
right back where we started from.
It is. It's like we're back in Syracuse and we're like ready to hit the town.
Should we just ride the bus?
Yeah, one thing that never came up on the Mike Scroy episode, did you remember the bus trip back from Toronto that day?
Toronto or Montreal? Montreal was the bad one.
We took a bus trip back from Toronto to Syracuse, and he put on a bunch of videos on the
Oh yeah.
That was quite the day. But anyways, we probably shouldn't talk about that. That's for episode 2.
Right.
Yeah, that's for after hours.
That's not my concern.
No.
He's a good dude, man. Mike Scroy is
he was a beauty. Guy. No, he is, and he's actually like training UFC guys now, eh?
I believe it, man. That guy was an animal.
Yeah.
Like that guy was next level. Like all those guys. I'm like, you look at me with my shirt off, you're like, this guy is a bag of dicks. And like those guys were impressive. But
you know what? To have a body that looks like they did, it would be a lot of work,
Imagine, like, I can't believe, like, I give so much credit to those guys that just went out. Yeah. Anyways.
Well, I think, who else, speaking of those Syracuse days, not to cut you off, but huh?
You mind if I smoke a joint quick?
I don't care if you're okay with it. You're the owner of your company. Nobody's gonna get mad at you.
No, crap joint. But, oh yeah.
Well, there's always first for everything on the pod, right?
Yeah. I smoke a spliff. Anyways, keep going.
Well, you're in Vail on the mountains. You can do whatever you gosh darn want. So we played with Mark Mathot. You know who else were a couple names? Absolutely. A couple other guys we played with was Jeff Platt. That guy
could play hockey, man.
That guy could give her, and he worked hard. And I'll never forget when we were out for dinner one night, and he showed up, and we're all having beers and eating chicken wings, and he showed up, and he was like, "Hey guys, how are you? I'm just picking up the protein. I got the carbs boiling at home." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Do you remember that?
Oh fuck yeah, that's not my scene. Like
right, and you just want to be out with the team like me.
Protein and all that shit is not. I mean, look at me. That's not my type of. But that guy could play hockey, man. He was a good hockey player. But when he showed the protein shaker thing, Yeah, I know. That's not hockey. Hockey is hockey is this.
No, I know. Like, look at the
And-
name. Look at the name of my podcast.
Hockey is this. Oh, where is it? Like, hockey is this.
There you go, buddy.
Hockey is a beer.
Well, and it's being part of a team and all being brothers, right?
Hey, that's it, man.
Amen.
You're the best. Amen. Like, this is hockey.
No, yeah, and it was guys like you and Darcy and Mac. It was the guys.
Macker was the best.
He was the best. I got to get him on and talk about our
That guy.
Thundercats against the Wolves battles.
Macker. Don't you live up by him? You're in Ontario.
Oh yeah, we're like an hour away from each other, and we battled hard in the Senior A loop.
Well, how far are you from Toronto?
2.5.
Really? North, obviously.
Huh? No, west.
Where? West. So like over by Michigan?
Yeah. Towards Michigan, yeah. So we're Lake Huron's where we are, and then across there is Michigan. What?
Your wife's American, right?
Yeah, that's right. So we're only a few hours, like 2.5 hours from her family, 3 hours, and then my parents are like an hour and a half ish.
Good.
Yeah, so it's all right here, and we're on the water. So we're not on a ski hill, but we got the water.
Fuck the ski hill. It's overrated, bro. Unless you're coming. Hey, flights are booked.
Well, when are you getting the 50 hats? You bring the van. Bring the guy in the corner.
Hey, we logistic people know how to move things around. You want to come or no?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I will fly out here.
What?
Yeah.
Here.
No, I'm serious. Sarah, you stay with us for like a weekend or two. You would love it. The kids would have
be just
blast.
like our sleepover in Straubing. It would. The kids would have a blast. The girls are the same age.
Oh yeah, that's in Straubing was an absolute shit show.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't have practice till 4:45 the next day, and I think you had practice in the morning, and we were pretty well crippled. And you had to be at practice. And then I was like, well, I better leave. And you were already at practice.
Dude, I was cocked. I went to practice like no sleep. We were watching Saved by the Bell episodes.
Wow. Zach Morris and AC Slater can keep you up.
You think you know more about Saved by the Bell than me? Game on.
Well, when you're in Germany, there's not always that many options on TV, is there?
There was nothing. God, that was good though. I'm glad you went over there, and God, 6 years you played there.
I was there I went there the same year you did, and I played 6 and you played 8. So you're there 2 more years. Yeah.
Well, was your daughter or son born
My
there?
son was born in Germany. My daughter was born in Wales. My wife's American and I'm Canadian.
A lot of Heinz 57 going into that, huh?
Wow. It's we're world travelers in this.
You really are, man. It's really cool. You are.
But and that's the beauty of this podcast is I can have people on all over the world, and that's why people are listening all over the world is because I love my teammates, and my teammates are my buddies, and they'll all come on. So.
Hey, we weren't a teammate, man. We were family.
Oh, we were absolutely.
That's not teammates, man. You and I and those guys, that was family. You guys.
There is a difference, and the people I have on here are mainly the people that they were family to me, and I miss them, and I don't see them anymore, and that's all I want to do. I just want to do what we're doing right now, and it is so much fucking fun.
I love it, man. I'm so glad you called me. You're fucking such a good shit. But we were family. That wasn't hockey, man. Hockey's just whatever.
No, that was just what we were doing for a job, right? But
yeah, that was like working with a mill or whatever. But you meet people. It's true. That's what I'm saying. You meet people.
Folks, he liked it. Guy in the corner liked it.
Chrysler plant, here we come. And you meet, I don't know, you just meet good people. and that's it. Like Vero, Mac, you, whoever. Like great.
It's the people you list off, and it's like, well, those are the guys you want to have on the pod. It's like those
Absolutely.
guys that were nice people when you showed up, and they're like, hey man, you want to go for lunch? Hey, you want to go for a beer? Hey, you want to go do this? Like, and then there were the guys, like, they'd look at you and it was like you had just ran over their dog because we walked in with our beautiful bodies, and they were like, oh my God, this guy's gonna take my job.
It's so fucking overrated. Like, especially I was golfing with a couple guys yesterday. Bunch of Shoto guys, and we were talking about that. And you know, some of the guys are still playing the league. I'm not gonna say their names, but
you already did.
What's that?
You already did when you were crippled at the start.
What's that, dude? Should we eat some more mushrooms? God, I hate mushrooms. Anyways, yeah, no. It was it's a long. I don't know, bro. But I just like. I'm happy. I'm happy you called me. Fuck, we've been talking for like what, 3 hours?
Yeah, it's been like 2 for sure. And it's so much fun. And like I could do another 2 hours with you, but like
I'm flying to here. I'm flying to here.
Well, I don't know what's going on with this logistics company, but it sounds like more than what the podcast is bringing in. Because I got about 25 t-shirts coming next week, folks, and I'm gonna sell them for the same price I paid for them.
We're doing 50 hats, right? 50 hats.
Oh shit, right. I gotta make more hats. Yeah, no, but that's the thing. It's hard to invest in this because it's just for fun. And it's like, well, I actually could sell the hats. I've had probably 20 people tell me they want hats, and I'm like, shoot, I guess I better pony up and go buy some hats.
Yeah, no, my wife's on the website. She's ordering hats right now.
I don't have a website, so it'd be tough to get there.
He's full of shit. I'm not on the website right now.
I know. His face can say one thing, but his nipples say another.
Yeah, you like this.
Okay. Do you got anything for me before we shut it down?
No, why is your shirt on?
I didn't warm up all day.
Dude, I've been working out. You believe that? I actually like work out. It's weird. I never worked out when I played, so I'm kind of confused.
What are you doing to work out?
I go like on hikes and mountain biking, and I'm like, I never did that when I played. I just only had beers.
Well, but you practiced, right? So you were sweating.
I don't know. Sweating is sweating's for the fools.
Oh, I've seen you suck wind.
Oh, you walking down the street to the next pub?
I guess you weren't out there for the Syracuse Crunches healthy scratch bag skates every day.
Oh, fuck yeah, I was.
Fun times.
Dude, I was the most unfit. So no matter what, I had to do bag skates and bike rides.
See, but you keep saying you were unfit, but then when I say bad things about your body, you get all sensitive now. I don't get it.
No,
but you're topless, so I think I can say whatever I want, right?
Hey, look at this thing.
Oh,
I can say.
We're back down to the nipples.
This thing is a fucking milkshake. I love being fat.
You're not fat.
I almost pissed myself there.
Not too late.
Oh, Wally, you're the best. I love being fat.
Did you just say you love being fat and she said you're not fat?
Oh, I'm fat.
He's not. Stop.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
I didn't score 26 goals a year in college hockey.
I did that fat.
Yeah, you did. And you did it fat.
I did that fat. Yeah, and then
28. Dude, you are fucking impressive.
Whatever.
You know how hard?
What?
I didn't even have that much of my college career. And you had that in one season.
Well, it doesn't actually matter because, like you said, my body, when they would come to watch the game, and then they'd see me and my old man standing out in the lobby, and they're like, "Wow, look at his body and look at his body. Not really a prospect."
That's why we get queso.
You can score all the goals you want, but you're going straight to the fucking coast.
Bullshit, dude. You scored how many goals you scored that year, your senior year in college?
You already asked me this like 37
I want to know it again.
times. Your tongue is in a pretzel again.
Yeah.
I think it was 26.
You know how fucking legit, dude, that
But the year before I had 50 points. That was a bigger year. I'm not all about the goals. Like the year before was my bigger year, and I thought I was going places and doing shit, and then I didn't.
But to score 26 or whatever the fuck it is in college, that is that is legit, man.
Yeah, but you know what else is legit is what we can do to Oktoberfest together.
Ooh, buddy.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
Yeah. We dominated Oktoberfest 2007.
I'm in. No, fuck, dude, we're in.
Okay.
We can have 20 years.
And this has been another episode of Two Ales and Hockey Tales with the guy in the corner that builds my confidence and topless Kanzi and Wally.